Hi friends, it's me from the future. I need to re-record an intro because the other one was blurry and that is sad. I am going to be making a couple of crochet gifts for a friend of mine. I do love said friend, otherwise I would not be putting myself through what I consider to be hell. The things that were asked for is this adorable crochet frog. I have knit a frog before. It did not look like this. It looked like what you think a frog, insert picture of my knit frog. So knitting is my thing. I learned how to crochet this year and I'm crocheting a blanket with one of my friends. We meet up and angrily crochet. We've got a bunch of granny squares and it's not horrible. I think that the more we do it, the less we hate it. The other thing that I will be making are these super cute cats. Wish me so much luck on all of these projects because I need it. It is needed. Okay. This is the head. I am gonna restart. I don't like how big it is. I might size down to an even smaller needle to see if I can get away with it. But yeah, that's just too big. So what I'll do is I will, what am I gonna do? I think I'll size down. I'm not sure if it'll make that much of a difference because I don't know if I want to make it much smaller. So I think what I'll do is I will see if I have a 4mm hook so I can like properly size down. Okay, it's just breaking my heart slightly. Okay, I am on the second to last row and it definitely says finish stuffing before I finish this last decrease. I am going to finish stuffing now because the hole is like extremely tiny. Now I definitely made it smaller because this is just the yarn that I have from the first frog head attempt, so that's cool. I will say, not feeling too much disdain for the craft right now, which is kind of cool, kind of different for me. I don't know, I'm kind of hyping myself up for this project, which is very exciting. Now I know when it says begin stuffing, it means like almost finished stuffing. Because this is really challenging. Hi, I need to get ready to go into the office, but listen, I know that I'm trying to vlog like my progress, but I also went to hang out with some friends yesterday and they were having a little craft night, so I took my crochet with me and I've made quite a bit of progress, y'all. Okay, this is actually adorable. We've started the little pants. No, these are definitely the legs working up to the little stomach. That's adorable. That did not give me too much trouble. I actually thought it was really cool once we combined. I have a head and I'm really excited about the head. I still have quite a bit left to do. I want to work on a couple rows because I have some time. I am about to head to Joann's or Michael's, probably Michael's because it's literally right across the street, because everything hit the fan. Shit everywhere. Just a moment of silence for this freaky alien that I made. What the fuck? I hate him. My friend said that she likes him. And that she just wants to squeeze him until his little eyes pop out. So Naomi, if you want him, you can have him, because I actually can't stand looking at him. Was going back and forth. At first I was like, the eyes are too big, but I used the recommended eye size. And Naomi, my friend that knits, she was like, it's the yarn for sure. So here's the current plan. Let me show you guys the yarn that I did buy for these projects, and then I will tell you what I will be buying shortly, because it's not the same. They're not the same. So I got some white yarn. Now I did realize, I was like, okay, I think acrylic is what I should be buying. If I'm not mistaken, I think I'm supposed to be buying polyester for like the traditional, like whatever they use for the amigurumi stuff. So wrong fiber there, but that's all right. I bought this for the cats, this for the cats, and this guy for the cats. I feel like there should be a black somewhere. That's probably fine. Also, it doesn't really matter because I'm not going to be using this yarn. I'm not about to have an alien cat to go with the alien frog. Now the benefit of having a friend that knits and crochets is that she has the yarn that I need for the cats. So I think I'm just gonna use her yarn and then make her a couple cats too, because she offered and I appreciate that. Thank you. And then I bought this and this for the frog. This green is way too dark for the frog. The one that she showed me is a like mossy-ish green, and that's the vibe I want to go for. I would like something in between these two, more of like a grass green if I cannot find a muted mossy green. I'm open to that as well. That is not the color, right? You know that, I know that. They had white, so that's something. So not only am I buying polyester, I'm also buying on Amazon, which makes me feel like the devil. We'll start with this, see what this yarn works like, because it's fluffy and it looks bulky, and I know that it is. I feel like this is probably super bulky yarn. Yeah, jumbo. That feels super bulky. I don't like the feeling of polyester, but the actual thread inside is pretty thin, so we will see how this works out. I hate working with this yarn. I can't see shit. Like quite literally. I had to redo the magic round. I think that's what it's called. Magic ring. Like many a times I struggled quite a bit. I also feel like for some reason my hands like don't know what to do with themselves, so we'll see. I don't know, man. Wish me luck. All right, guys, I'm like crashing out, so we're gonna pause. Size difference. Guys, this is half the head. This is the right yarn size, which is good because I did not buy more white. So that's exciting. This is a size 7 jumbo instead of a size 6 super bulky. So I'm hoping that that actually makes a difference. I think what I'll do instead is work on making one of the cats tomorrow, because I do need to take a knitting break for my sanity. So that's what I'm gonna do. If you're wondering what I'm gonna be working on, it's gonna be this gorgeous cable knit vest to just therapize my brain. And I would like to feel something, because right now I feel numbness and I don't love that. Okay guys, I'm excited. I think I found what we're looking for. Reference again. This is, these are the type of cats that we're trying to make. Very, probably simple, I hope. And I found this pattern by Annie Carraway Art. And she's got mini kittens on here, which is definitely what we want. And it does say that the mini kitten's eyes are the size of the eyes that I have, so that's exciting. And she also says that she uses Bernat blanket, baby blanket, I believe. Bernat baby blanket, I hope, because that's what I got. Yes, so she uses different types of Bernat blanket yarn, so I'm hopeful. She's also using 6.5 millimeter crochet hook. I am gonna see if I can get away with using a smaller one, because honestly, I don't think I have a 6.5 mil one. So we'll see what happens there. Okay, we're making some progress. I finished the face and I'm on to the body now. And I don't know, I think it's cute. I like the little ears. I like that they like come out separately. And then I don't think you can see his little feet. Because this one is like definitely just for me, because I personally wouldn't want an all white cat plushie. I just feel like it's not as exciting. I think maybe doing like a little brindle ear would be cute. Here's the thing. I'm actually enjoying making this, which is both good and bad. So it's good for like the obvious reasons. It's nice to enjoy things. Bad because now I want to go get like different colored yarns and make a bunch of different cats, which could be so freaking cute, but we will see how I feel after this cat. I probably will buy more yarn. Okay, so good news is that I added whiskers. I remembered that that's a thing that cats have. And I added the tail. I feel like it's looking more like a cat and less like a sheep. But what I really want to do is add some blush. I don't know if that's something that's happening, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try on this one because like this is very much a test one. Yeah. Okay. I'm excited. Stop. This is this is gonna be adorable. And I think I could add the little like pinks of the cat's ears. I feel like that could work. Oh, this is cute. All right. I feel like that just made everything better. What do you guys think? Ah! Oh my god, I love it. I'm gonna add just a little bit of pink on the tip of its cute little nose. And now I'm going to test out the ears. I'm a little worried about the ears because I don't want any fallout to go anywhere else, so I think I'll just hold it as such. All right. Well, okay. That, oh, shut up. That is pretty darn cute. All right. I feel like that fixed everything. That's so cute. I'm so excited to try some different colorways. I'm gonna send a picture of this to my friend who it is not a gift for, because I think I'm gonna keep this one for myself just because it's got lopsided hands. That's not something I want to give to a friend. Hello. Let's do a quick little yarn review because I got some yarn for the cats, and then I also received some yarn for the frogs. So I ordered some Bernat Baby because I knew that the size was going to be right. The size is right. I still hate the screen. So we're going to try avoiding using this. If I can avoid using this, I will just return it because I don't like this color at all. At all. Why is this the only green they offer? I guess for babies. No. I also got this yarn, not a lot of it, but look at that perfect color. I'm so excited. For reference, here's the alien. I feel like this is gonna be a good color for a cute little frog. Very earthy, very mossy. It's exactly what I'm going for. It's a soft chenille yarn. The crochet hook size for this one says 3.5 to 5, and I would love to be using a 3.5 or even a 3, but my smallest one is a 4. So I'm just gonna stick to the 4mm, see how that goes. Hopefully I can get myself a good frog. I am going to start with this. Since I have made the pattern before, I feel like it'll go pretty smoothly, I hope. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. And then I will probably use I think the white was also Bernat Baby, so I'll probably use the white for the new overalls because these look really holey. That's not really what I'm going for. So that is for the frog. I'm excited for it. For the cat, I've got a couple different things. I am obsessed with this orange. I feel like this is perfect for a little ginger cat. Could make a whole cat out of this, or I could do the like eye patch and part of the tail. Those are probably my favorite cats, or like a little bit of a stripe situation, patchy, raggedy looking cat. Love. I'm excited to use this. This is the same weight that I used. Yes, it's the same weight. They're both Bernat Baby, so the same. This one says bulky instead of super bulky. It's Loops and Threads Fluffy Flex. They didn't have a basic gray, and I feel like rainbow speckles could be really cute on a cat. And then if all else fails, I could use this. It's a much thinner yarn. I would say this is like a proper worsted instead of super bulky. I got the Skinny Chenille by Loops and Thread. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. I think that I could definitely get a much smaller cat, and that is exciting. I might try and mix some yarns, some fibers together. I don't know if that'll work out for the cat, but I will give it a go just because in the bowl of yarn that I purchased for this project, we've got this absolutely gorgeous, stunning big twist tweed. And I really, really like this yarn, like a lot. It's also a little worsted weight. It's got some poly in here, so maybe I'm gonna try those. I'm not too concerned about the cat just because every time I look at the cat that I made, I'm like, that's adorable. And now imagine if it had like, if its front feet were done correctly, that'd be even cuter. So I'm actually excited. Who am I? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and reorganize this mess that I've made from the yarn and start the frog. And I so believe that this frog will be absolutely adorable. So here's hoping I'm not wrong. I don't know if I like this frog as like an idea in general, if that makes sense. I much prefer my knit frog, and I am genuinely, with my entire heart and soul, so confused. Like, what? Yeah, let's talk about size difference here. This one does look better. Those eyes, they look decent at the very least. I have been plopping on and removing his eventual smile, which has been very annoying. This go around, it said lightly stuff. The sun is out. I don't know if you can see that. It said lightly stuff his eyes, so I just put the tail from the ends. I just stuffed that in. It's all polyester, so like at the end of the day, doesn't matter, no. And I feel like the end product, much better. I'm glad that his eyes are a little more settled in. It's a cute, pudgy little frog. Like that's the thing though, it's not little. I don't know, man. I don't know. I am actually way more excited for the cats than I am for the frogs. But it is just one frog that I'm making, so it should be fine. It should be quick. I don't remember if I showed you guys him. I think that he looks fine, but like, he's massive. Not massive, but definitely I wanted him to be like half this size. So I might like actually have all of the measurements and numbers and remake him, but I'm gonna make some cats first because I recall enjoying making the cats. So if this is the best version of him that I can get, then that's fine. I also might have the measurements and stuff for the cats because I want these things to be like little. This is not little. So we'll see. We'll see like how far I get. So I don't know if I mentioned this in this video, but I did start crocheting this year. This is my box of granny squares because I am making a granny square blanket with one of my friends. Now, this sounded like a good idea at the end of last year. In practice, it doesn't feel like it. We're making the Happy Days Afghan by Annie's Kit Club, I believe. I could not recommend something less. This is so shit and like trash, and it genuinely feels like the pattern was written by AI. And like every other crochet pattern, even free ones, have seemed way easier, way more straightforward. Like the cat pattern, I think that's the first crochet pattern I bought. It's simple, it makes sense. Row 1, this many increases, got it. Next, like there is no reason that like one row should be that long. You know what I mean? Speaking of, so the reason I bring this up is because last night, that was what I had worked on, and I made a couple of new squares that need to be woven in. I do really like this one, and I think I will block them. My friend blocked all of her squares individually, and that seems pretty smart, so I'll do that at some point. These guys were pretty cute, right? So in this one is actually like super cool. I think that looks so neat. The instructions for this, so bad. Like so bad. Now it could be a crochet thing, but it just like absolutely drives me insane that there are things like a double triple stitch and then a front post triple, a fun fuck. What are they called? Like a front post triple treble cross stitch is an insane name. And then you like look at the abbreviation, that shit is just FPTRTR cross stitch. Knitting is way easier. This is like made up baloney, but although the instructions for this not the best, definitely better than this. I am working on this stripe. You guys, that's an ugly stripe. Like that. I hate it. I think it's a hideous stripe, and like it's not turning out cute. I may have made a mistake right there, maybe, and who cares? I'm not going to be fixing it. Also, it kind of looks like maybe it's growing. It should not be growing. This whole thing is like driving me crazy, bananas. My friend finished her stripe yesterday, so I need to catch up. But I'm gonna focus on Annie's crochet stuff. Oh, that threw me off. Annie is the friend that I am making the crochet minis for. And this is indeed called Annie's Kit Club, different Annie. My Annie would never. So I've got a couple of additional yarn from my friend Naomi, and I want to make like little patchy eye, like one different colored eye cat thing. That seems cute. And then I do want to experiment with using some different yarns. So one sec. Naomi gave me a bunch of this yarn. I think there's a brown in there somewhere that I maybe started a cat with. She said she got this off of hobby.com, I believe. And it just seems like basic polyester chenille type of vibe. You guys, I've been crocheting wrong. I've been doing half doubles for singles. Why? Why have I been doing that? No! All right. Okay, cool. because it said half double, and I was like, this looks very similar to my HDC, so I'm just gonna look up how to do a single right quick. Yeah. What in the nine hells is wrong with me, man? What? Why? You know, like, why? There was no need. Why overcomplicate? The single crochet is so simple, man. Oh. Fuck. God damn it. Ugh. Okay, now, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a cat, standard size. We're not messing around with any of the quote unquote grading that I've done. I'm just gonna make it as instructed. That way I have a direct comparison of this mini kitten with all of its half doubles. Okay. No need to panic or be upset, because truly this is a blessing in disguise. And it's disguised really, really well. Cool. Well, wish me luck. Restarting for like the trillionth time, but I so believe in myself. I kind of don't want to use this extremely dark yarn, but we're here, and it's already all messed up. So, wow. Why didn't anybody tell me? What the fuck? We've got this. It's fine. It's fine. I finished the head. I haven't added the eyes, nose, but I did the little bobble feet. I don't know if you guys can tell. The bobble feet are good. The ears, way better. You guys, size difference, I feel like noticeable for sure. That was way easier and way faster. Why have I been making this so hard on myself? I want to give you guys a quick update before I have to head into work. I just added whiskers. His little body is almost done. I feel like he looks a bit scraggly because of the fact that I'm using both chenille and... This is a massive ball. Both chenille and Bernat. It just makes him look a little scraggly instead of a floof ball. I do like the Bernat baby a little more, but I am going to make a couple of different types where I use the acrylic, just the Bernat baby, and then just the chenille that my friend got me. So I'm really happy that I remembered about the whiskers before I added some floof to him. He is definitely way smaller and like the size that I wanted him to be. So I adore this little cat. She is precious and wonderful. Also, I'm not sure if you can tell, the Bernat ear, so this little ear right here, definitely stands better than this ear. Just something to note. Another thing that makes him look a bit scraggly. We've got two new cats. I made a little striped cat. This little guy turned out pretty cute. This little guy is absolutely precious. I am pleased that I'm sticking to the plan. So this was made with a mix of like Bernat Baby as the orange, and then the brown is made out of like the chenille yarn that I have. And then this one is one yarn type, and I do like the consistency of it being just one yarn type. But I might like the Bernat Baby floofiness more just because like that looks very cute to me. So we'll see. I'm gonna play around with it. I've got enough to do that. I am currently working on the acrylic version. I'm just making a solid one. I'm excited. I'm hoping that it turns out like okay enough. I doubt that it's going to be my favorite just because of the texture. There's just something like real nice and cute and clean about that. Eee! But yeah, so that's the plan. I am like beyond excited about how quickly my cat army is growing. And then I think the plan is going to be to make a couple with these three as the variations. But I do think after the acrylic cat, I will pivot and make a smaller, more normal sized frog. Okay, hi. I have, you guys, do you see this? Oh my God. Oh my God. Here's, for reference, here is the original half double crochet guy. Here is the little guys that are like the standard kitten size, and here is Mini Cat. Ah, it's so cute. I love this cat. That is precious. I made this little guy out of the acrylic yarn. It is a size 4 medium. I don't know, like a light worsted, I think. So does make quite the difference. I didn't change any measurements. That's crazy. They are so precious. I love it. So here's my plan. I have this guy and this guy to choose from. I might make another one just because, like, just to have to choose from. Otherwise, I think I'm leaning towards this guy. I like that with the lighter yarn, I can see his little face more. Might give her both. I don't know how many she wants. I feel like just one is fine because I'm also giving her a frog. So definitely gonna give her one of these guys. Might make another one. I'll keep y'all posted. Because I do think I want to make a Bernat Baby one only. And then, I mean, of course, she's getting a miniature cat because that's so freaking adorable. It's so cute. This little baby is absolutely gonna get some blush. So that's exciting, and I am very excited about it. I went to Joann's. I don't know if I talked about this. It's where I got like I think it's where I got this stuff. They had a bunch of yarn left, and they also had these little eyes that are 6mm versus the 12mm eyes that I use for essentially everything. And at first I was like, oh no, is he gonna look too beady? But he's so itty bitty that it worked perfectly. So yay to having those eyes. Now that I have these guys to choose from, I do need to pivot and make a normal sized frog, because let's be real, this is not the size that the frog should be. He still looks precious and adorable, but he's just too big. Like, he's a little too stuffed animal. I'm going to be working on this. I'm so sick of the frogs. I don't know how to explain it. The cats, they get whipped up so fast. I made 2 cats just like yesterday, casually hanging out with like friends and stuff, and just like minding my business, crocheting up some cats. This just requires like a little more time. Now, I did do a like big frog, so hopefully the smaller version won't take as long. I guess it's just the overalls, it all just takes a while, so but yeah, gonna make this guy. I'm also really hoping that I have enough yarn, so wish me luck. I've done nothing for 2 days. It's 7, good morning, 7 p.m. I've literally done nothing. I made myself some food, and I did make coffee, but like, it's been the laziest day possibly of my life. And I spent like a good hour being like, oh, this sucks. Like, I've had so much planned for today and I'm supposed to be so productive, la-di-da. But why? It's a Saturday. I worked. I was plenty productive this week. Self-care. Even if that is just like nothing, just being still and like not moving for a long time. But exciting news. My yarn came in. I've got more of this. I removed it from its vacuum sealed package. It seems like the yarn is like coming to life a bit, you know? So that's cool. You know, I will say I tried to find yarn of the same vein on Amazon, Hobby, and then obviously like the big box stores, Michael's, Joann's. And this green in polyester specifically is really hard to find, or I'm not looking at the right places, question mark. If you know where to get like more earthy tones and less baby colors, I think is probably the best way I describe, like light springy colors is really what I'm seeing most of. And then obviously there's a decent amount of neutrals, but like I want earth. I want mossy green. I don't mind this. I do wish that it came in a bigger ball, but I do like it. And I am ready to continue. The little pants for the little frog. I think that I like his smile. I'm not sure, honestly. I don't know if any of this is focusing. I think that in real life, that smile is noticeable enough, and it might not come off on camera, but that's all right. He's a cute little guy. I am learning that like this is not the style of frog that I prefer, but it's what was asked for. So that's great. And I am excited that I have a big frog to gift to a different friend. But yeah, I'm gonna be watching The X-Files. This is my first time watching The X-Files. I've watched 2 episodes so far and like instant love. Love it so much. I'm so excited that I am like finally embarking on this journey. Where the heck have I been? Like this show feels like it was made for me. Okay, wanted to give you guys a quick daily wrap up. This little cat is almost done, and honestly, it looks pretty cute. I gotta do the decreases, but I do like it. This is using, I was gonna say all Bernat Baby, but that gray in the middle. This is Loops and Threads. Something like Loops and something. I think that this is like the Michaels brand or the Joann's brand. One of those. But similar enough where the texture for sure is similar. And then on his tail, he's gonna have a little spotted tail similar to this guy. So that'll be exciting. I am definitely looking forward to adding some blush on him and some blush on this little guy, because this guy is precious and does need blush. I don't know how many more of these cats I want to make. I did finish the frog. I'm happy with this version of the frog. He is precious and adorable. This is definitely like the final product that I will be gifting. And I just need to figure out which cat I want to gift with it, just because I don't think that she's gonna want like a bunch of cats, right? Or would she want 2? Is that, I just can't, this feels like a bit much, you know, like a lot. I also think that gifting 1 cat at a time leaves the door open for future gifts where I can be like, you want another cat? Because those were easy. And yeah, I don't think I will ever make this frog again. I think that he is precious, but I don't like love making them. I want to make a couple more of these mini cats just because like that sizing is adorable, and I would like to gift a miniature cat to like everybody. I feel like we're at the point where I can just add some finishing touches. I am done with the cats, and I think with crocheting for now, well, with this gift at least, I finished this little guy, added some blush to him. He's looking cute, kind of chunky. And then I made 2 more babies. This one was using the acrylic yarn that I got, and honestly, I freaking love him. I think he's my favorite. Like, that's so cute. And then this guy, I used chenille light for this one, and I love how chunky he turned out. He's so cute. I can't decide between the two in terms of gifting. Honestly, I like this one more, but I'm trying to get into my friend's brain, like which one would she want more? I don't know. Also, I don't know if I showed you guys why I want to crochet or why I want to like crochet so much. Okay, so the reason I wanted to learn how to crochet is because of this post by a person named Sage. Y'all, that is so, I want to make that so bad, like the entire set. That's so freaking cute, and I feel like I could do it now. Honestly, it seems easier. I could be like extremely delusional, but I feel like clothing seems easier than like these little guys. You know, I don't know. Is it? Do you crochet? Okay, I want to show you guys what I started with and this beautiful journey that we've gone through and shit. So I've got cat 1, half double crochet, chunky sheep with the correct bobble little feet in the back, sort of. And definitely hands that are too little in the front, and just an all in all wonky but precious massive cat. I don't know. Honestly, he's not that bad. I'll probably put him out. I don't hate looking at him, and honestly, given the amount of cats versus frogs that I made, these guys were easy. I will definitely include the pattern below. And then I made, well, now let's be so for real. Then we made baby alien Yoda. I don't like this frog. I really don't. I don't think that anybody is going to claim this frog. I don't want to. So if anybody actually wants him, they can have him. They don't need to ask twice. I don't like this guy at all. I then made, the half double crochet frog. This one is spoken for, so that's good. Although large, a different friend is going to be taking him home. So that's good because he's like pretty cute. I don't mind him. I do like his little smile is kind of adorable. So yeah, that's that frog. And then the final baby that I made turned out like pretty great. He's got the smile that is in the inspo photo. I like his little bows, and yeah, he's lovely. I'm hoping this is what she wanted, because this is what she's getting. Now, in terms of cats, we've got quite a bit to choose from. We've got this little guy, the Bernat Baby and Chenille Blend cat. I've got the Just Chenille Blend striped cat. I'm kind of leaning towards this one, just because he looks really neat compared to this guy. But they are both so freaking cute. And then I made just the Bernat Baby cat, and I feel like he turned out okay. He turned out big, question mark? Nah, they're all about the same. He's a little chonkier, but he's pretty cute. I feel like his face might be a little lopsided. So, yeah, that's definitely lopsided, but I feel like when a cat's face is lopsided, it's not that bad. I don't know. So yeah, I need to decide which cat. In terms of mini cats, we made this little guy. He did get blush, in case you were wondering. Look at that guy. He also has a lopsided face. So I'm gonna be keeping this one because he's definitely lopsided. And I adore him so much. I then made these two today. This guy is probably my favorite. I love him. This one is just using the acrylic yarn that I got. And then this was a chenille light yarn. And I think that this little guy is so freaking adorable. I love that he's like accidentally stripy, but only has like a little halo around his head and his butt. That's really freaking cute. And he is a little chunkier than like the regular Ultra Minis. I really like these little guys. And working with the chenille was actually much nicer, I will say, than working with the acrylic, but love the little colors that I have in the acrylic, so kind of hard to beat. Holy smokes, did I learn a lot with this little challenge that I made for myself. I honestly thought this was going to be like a quick little crochet up some minis and be done. But boy, did we go on an adventure. I don't think that making little stuffies, little amigurumis, I don't think that this is for me. It didn't feel like my calling, but I will say that I do hate crochet a little bit less, having made all of these. And although I don't love making the little stuffies, the cats were kind of fun. They were. So that's a plus. Here's hoping I'm ready to make the Relaxagon shirt and pants set by Carolyn Zuschlag, maybe. I'll link that below too if you've somehow not seen it. I think it's a popular crochet designer and pattern, but I honestly don't know. I'm so new to the crochet universe, and I'm just happy to not be afraid of it. So yay! Thanks for joining me on this little adventure, and there might be more crochet vlogs in the future because I didn't hate it. So that's exciting. And I do think that probably my knitting podcasts might turn into knitting / crochet podcasts. Who knows? I don't want to speak too soon, but I don't hate it. And that is what makes me happy. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. You're wonderful and amazing. And I hope all your projects are going well. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye. Mwah.